Okay. Hey guys! Nah. I just woke up. I won't play with today. I'll play this Stealing Medic. You're crushing this one. Well, I am watching on my tablet. I'm watching a TikTok of a girl that talks about man's ego. Women that talk about men, you only talk about these men, first off, because you're dramatized and everything, because you have nothing else to do. You literally sit there on your phone all damn day long and do absolutely nothing. Not even joking. Like, go out for a walk or something, or go to the mall and just lurk around the mall and then go to stores and shit. No, you're on your phone, like, probably more than 85% of your day. Which is fine, I understand. There's a lot of things to do with your phone that, I play little games and that, but, my routine stays the same. Like, I always go to the fucking damn gym. I always organize myself to be out in society, to talk to people, to get to know people, wave at people that I walk by and that. Get to know my fucking community. Nowadays, people don't do that. I don't know what it is. But yeah, listen to this stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go back. This girl, this somewhat attractive woman. She's like she's below average, at least in the face. She's shy, She's talking about guys' deflated ego.
Turned back and said, "What did I do in a take care of yourself?" Shawl for a man who doesn't deserve it, because you're just inflating his ego. The only time that they will actually see you for the value that you are is when you take care of yourself. This is confirmed, by the way. I have a girlfriend who made a meal for her boyfriend, and he turned back and said, "What did I do in a past life to deserve this?"
And she says, okay. I guess she doesn't understand men, because that is a, huge... It's a huge, thank you in a man's way. Because when a man says, what did I do to deserve such love? That's saying a massive thank you. I don't think this woman even fucking understands how words act. This is what I'm saying. I talk about this so much. When you don't understand what words actually mean to a certain extent. Which this was just he was paraphrasing his feelings by using certain words, which men actually use these words. What do I do to deserve such things? It's an act of love. Men do it all the time. I did it before. When my ex made food for me for the first time, I never expect her to make food for me. She made food for me. She brought it into work and that says, "Oh, here's your food and that, honey." Being really nice. And I'm like, oh, it's like, what do I do? It's like, thank you. I don't deserve this. It's like, oh, you buy me stuff and that. We actually had a good conversation about it. And I'm just like, okay, well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Most times I never have anyone outside my own family do stuff for me. And I said the same thing in a way, And I love these girls that get these big eyeballs and that. They do the big eyeball thing like they're scoring a touchdown, he literally just stated, what did I deserve to get a meal, you know? Oh, fuck these sneezes. And she acts like it's something like bad. And it's not a bad thing. And she acts like she's scoring a touchdown with her big ass eyes going like.
Instead of thank you, honey.
Well, what did the police say?
Alright, well, if we're being perfectly honest, if a modern woman is doing something nice for a man, I can assure you, sister, he's not thinking about how great he is. The immediate gut reaction is to believe that you want something, typically in the form of a financial favor or permission to go on a girls' trip with your ex, and you're trying to butter him up to convince you to agree to your...
Yeah, it's the first part of it. She was saying, when women do stuff for men, where do they get this shit from? Do like women make up shit? Like, I don't understand. Like, she says, if a woman does something for a man, the man says that he thinks that it was him that did it instead of her, instead of appreciating the woman. Where do you get that from? Like, where is this coming from? TikTok's just filled of just hatred for fucking man. And then I've seen a short when a feminist woman like red pilled. She got red pill. She was scared to tell people that she was red pill on TikTok. She had to like talk about it in a various way. She could be like, yeah, you bitches are fucking crazy. I'm out. They all do it together. They all harass each other. I like being on TikTok. Why? If I went on TikTok and like looked at all these pictures and say, hey, it's like, why do you guys talk so much badness about people and that when you can just relate it to yourself? Like, then don't care about all that stuff that you're saying. You don't say things that make sense. The things you say do not make sense. You don't talk to a man about it. If you talk to a man about it, you're gonna talk to a simp man about it, like, hey, you could say this because it's all about clout. You're a status whore. Okay, well, in biblical terms, you're all demons and succubus. You're all succubus. You don't care about men. You only want men for the lifeblood of them, which is survival. You don't want men for the love of them because you have no love. Anyone that torments, in their mind, it's always in their mind. Like, in their hearts are probably different. They're probably not bad people. They probably don't want to do this, but in their mind, because they get all this dopamine shit for being part of a team. I'm part of team women, feminist women. We're like, yeah, we're gonna get these men. And then when you fuck half of these men and that, you know, the hot ones get all the fucking sex, and the ugly ones just sit there and say, where's my men at? And they're complaining about it, so the hot ones have to complain about it with the ugly ones, and then the ugly girls are sitting there like, well, I can't get a chat. He should treat me like a princess, and that. It's like, if you're fucking a hot dude, if you're with an attractive dude, of course he's been with a lot of fucking attractive women. That's his choice to be with you. But if you're still acting like a prissy princess and you're a prude, you know, you're ignorant, or whatever words you want to use for stupidity, of course they're gonna sit there and be like, yeah, fuck that shit. I got my own personal experience. I don't date girls below a certain fucking average. Certain number. You know, the woman's got average, say, features in that, and she's got a great personality. That gives her more 1 out of 10 points, I guess. I don't go for girls that are fucking, you know, hideous and fucking obese and shit, or, you know, like I say, there's some butterface girls I go for. Girls that are average, that have like, they're okay in the face, but they have nice bodies and that. Of course, you got a nice body. You at least work for something. But it's like, some women, you're meant to be with ugly dudes. You're meant to. I mean, there's a lot of ugly dudes out there. Like I talk about at work the other day is the vibe was weird a little bit. I was trying to be nice and that, and one of the guys talk about the dude. One of the ladies that work up there and that. Her boyfriend works with her. I told before and that. And his vibe is very weird with me. Like I try to be like cool, talk about video games and that, and like he just kind of fucking ignores me, kind of like pushes me away. He doesn't like me in that because I'm more attractive than him or whatever that it is, and he can feel that oh yeah, of course you're gonna feel women are gonna attract to me more than you because you used to be kingpin of that place and that, and then another dude walks in that's more attractive. He's bulky. I mean. And you're sitting there like, I want to be the king. I'm like, how about you don't care? That's a bad thing for men to do, to have this like, I know men understand hierarchy. They understand hierarchy, but sometimes they want to assume that they're the top dog no matter what. You can be a top dog over what you want, dude. You work at a fast food place, bro. You ain't top dog of fucking nothing. We make tacos and shit. Like, I'm just there just to fucking work. I don't get a damn ego boost from this shit. I don't get fucking any ego boosts anymore from even talking to women because I don't care. I throw it off. That's the first thing I did. Like I said, every workplace I go to, there's always some girl gets attracted to me. And I was upfront with it. And I said, people fuck around at workplaces because they're trying to hide it from their boyfriends. I had it happen to me multiple times. And I'm just like, I'm upfront with you. I probably would not be talking to half you people. I'll talk to some of the boys and that, but like, I'll stick with some of the guys and that. But there's more. So this morning, I've noticed this. So, there's a couple at work together, which I don't care. I don't pay attention. I do what I have to do. But every time I do anything, there's always some type of stuff going on. Like, I was sitting there trying to be just friendly. I'm trying to, like, open up a little bit towards these people. At least towards him. He doesn't fucking like me. He says stuff underneath his breath quite a bit. And it's like, dude, I've been here for not even a fucking month. You're already, like, saying stuff underneath your breath. Yeah, I wonder why, bro. Because you're fucking jealous. Some new dude comes in that's more attractive. You're going to get jealous at being cool as fuck and that and being like, yo, bro, let's play games together. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go play Borderlands together and that because the new Borderlands is coming out and that. No, you're acting like you're hot shit or something when you're not. You're just a fucking person working a damn job. And you're a great worker, but you tend to be lazy sometimes. You're not constantly doing. You want to sit there and act like, well, I work. He worked like 3 hours, and then he'll take a fucking little break in that, and he'll sit there for 15 minutes and that, and then his woman will come on the line and start working on that. I work the whole entire time as much as I can. I get it. I'm not on the line that much. I'm like the extra person, so I come in when another person leaves. But like, they have good conversations in that. I listen to their conversations and that, and like I don't want anything to happen to their little family that they got there. They're very close to almost like the bulk of the people there. Like they all fucking know each other, and I'm like the middleman out. I'd say that to you guys, like, you guys are all friends and that. It's a huge difference if you guys weren't all friends and that you guys all had kind of like your separate lives and that, but the both of you guys were all friends here. You guys actually hang out with each other and shit. It's like, yeah, that's your own gig. I don't want to get inside that because someone like me that gets inside of a group like that, it's probably gonna separate to a certain extent because there's gonna be truth bombs that are gonna start coming out. Because my brain just notices a lot of stuff. I read vibes so well nowadays, like how much people project certain emotions and that. And sometimes, you know, if I give someone love and they like push it away, I know that they just don't fucking like me. But if I give them love and be like nice to them and that, and they give me it into return, then I know that they're at least cool with me. And then some people are like super cool with me. Like one of the dudes there, he like was like praising me for being that was tough as fuck. Like I was running around with my head cut off. Not a lot, but maintain stuff a lot, you know, as much as I could. I was actually extremely fast. Well, yeah, I trained myself to be like that. A lot of martial arts and that. I got really good hand-eye coordination, even though my eyes are not the best like they used to be. I mean, I can still see in that, but like they're a little blurry at distance and that. And like people don't like that, especially men, because I had a huge fucking thing up there. One of the guys actually tried to get a fight with me, and over because he didn't get enough girls' attention and I did. And I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck I did. And no one talks to me. Oh, they talk about me. Oh, you bitches, shut the fuck up. Stop gossiping about fucking how this dude's attracted, this dude's attracted. This ain't fucking high school. You girls are all fucking above 18, 19, 20 and that at Hooters and that. You know, I'll try to like semi-flirt with me and shit. Like, I remember this one girl. She's a country girl. She was hot. I mean, yeah, she had big tits and that. She was wearing like a bikini top and that, and you know, her bikini top was like it was a cup too small and that. Her tits were all hanging out and shit. And I was sitting there, you know, I complimented how nice her boobs looking. That like you're at fucking Hooters. You know, you're showing those damn things off and that, and you know. Like, oh yeah, he's like, you look good in that, because she like said something about that. She was like playing around with her bra and that, like rearranging her boobs and that. She's like, oh, I hate wearing these. Like, I was just like, yeah, that looks like it's a little too small for you and that. She's like, yeah, it is. But I like, you know, but I make a lot of money by wearing that. I'm like, well, yeah, because boobs are awesome, you know. And she said something about, you know, it doesn't look good and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it looks good. And like, there's always like sprouts of emotions and shit. Like I would like help her out in that, or do like dishes and shit, help out the trades and that. Cause they use bus tubs and that, and I have to pick up the bus tubs and that. And she was always one of the first ones to be like, oh, it's like, oh, thank you. You know, I appreciate you and all stuff. I was like, oh yeah, no, you're good. I tried to ignore it. Like it was the worst. It was the worst place to work at, cause like I never. But going back to all the jobs I have, and that the other job I just had, I had two girls there, super attracted me. It got really a big old fucking drama fest of that. People got jealous and that, and they start like lying about doing stuff with them and all this bullshit and that. It's like, why are you guys lying? And that's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, you can't be that fucking stupid. And then not this job and that, it's starting all over again. There's more guys there. And the guy I'm talking about, that it's already starting to heat up. Because I've noticed the vibe change. So anyway, let's go back to where I was going up. So this morning in that, when the boyfriend left, the vibe changed completely. It went from like I was getting no attention at all, which I was fucking okay with. I was just like, leave myself alone. That I put on my earbud, I was just fucking not even giving a fuck, cause I knew it was there. And like And like, I want to try to figure out how I can cool it down, like, because it seems like he's getting pretty fucking upset, because it's like, oh, you know, not to say this is actually happening, but put it in a little bit of a context that it's like not so, like, I guess, bad or feeling bad or whatever it is. Like, there's not a lot of like emotional. So the context, we'll put this in context. So like when he leaves, his girlfriend gets a lot happier. Like, it feels like he wants to be the dominating factor. And he's kind of one of those, you know, from my perspective, from being an older man, he's got one of those lazy fucking kind of asshole guys that wants to implicate that he's powerful, but he's not. He acts extremely intelligent because he talks about a lot of stuff and that. He's not a bad person. He just, because he's a big dude, because he's really tall and that, so he implicates this, like, aroma that he thinks that he's tough. And I'm like, I bet you $100, bro, I'm probably stronger than you. You know, I just want to say this, you know, because, you know, people like you that want to be honest, you waste your talents by being a dick. Oh, like, why don't you join the gym and get fucking jacked as fuck and be a nice, polite person. Discipline yourself more. Because the more that you get stronger in that, the more nice you are. Because the more powerful a man is, the more of a monster he is, the more nicer he's going to be. Because he knows that he can hurt people. You know, I'm just sitting there like, the vibe just keeps on changing. I think that's why God wanted me to work there, because there was like, the vibe it's definitely changed a lot. Because when I walk in, I only talk to Pacific people. I try to talk to everyone, and her boyfriend's probably the last person I normally talk to. I'll say, hey, what's up, and that. He's like, you know, he doesn't. And every once in a while, like, we'll get really good conversations about video games and that. And like, dude, just be fucking single. I don't know why you're in a relationship, because you can't handle your woman just talking to normal people and that. But when it comes down to newer people and that, especially the dudes more attractive than you, you're instantly gonna get jealous. You're just gonna give the fucking eyeballs. You're gonna give the eyeballs multiple times. That like he's like trying to say like something. And like, bro, if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. It's like, I have no interest. Like, you can't be the kid in school that always wants attention. That's the problem. You know, like, you always want this attention that you always want to talk about all this stuff and that, and I go quiet. And every time I say something in that, like I was talking about the Baja Blast, because it was sitting there for, it's a soda, it was sitting there for like 3 hours and that. I was like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, it looks pretty colored and all that stuff and that with the ice melt and all that stuff and that, you know, it's been sitting there for a while. And they just kind of, it's like fucking the room went silent. They just like looked at me weird. And I'm like, what? Like, I was getting upset, like getting furious. Like, I just want to like fucking literally just like sit there and be like, dude, are you guys fucking serious? Like, if someone's saying something, you have to reply to it, because it just feels weird if you don't. Like, oh yeah, it is a pretty color. I always like that color. Now these are talking about like colors now, trying to like get people to talk about what they like in that. Like, oh yeah, I like this color, like that color, but it wasn't like that. It was complete silence to that. So I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit. My vibe went completely fucking anger, and I just put on my earbud and I start listening to music and that. I started praying to that, because I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna talk to you motherfuckers anymore. Like, especially when he's there, because he is a fucking dick towards me. And it's gonna get to the point where it might get fucking to the point where I might have to say something. Hey, bro, it's like, it's like, if I'm talking to you, bro, I want you to fucking respond to me, because that's what men fucking do. That's very ignorant that you're gonna sit there and thinking it's because you're a big dude. And I was like, I really don't give a fuck. Because, by the way, because I'm winning this fucking attention battle. Because all the girls here probably want to fuck me, and they don't want to touch you. I don't know what woman want to touch you in general when you look like that, bro. Like, dead fucking serious. Your attitude of being a man is fucking shite. And that's fine that you've been through a lot of shit. And that, okay, take care of yourself. If you got all this knowledge in your brain, you could talk all this stuff and that, and thinking that you're intelligent. Well, intelligence comes down to being healthy, and that's the intelligence that you lack. Then maybe you should learn it and research it, because it's coming down to that you don't. So when your leader is supposed to be intelligent, he's doing everything fucking wrong, then maybe you need a new leader. Maybe you know someone that's more sympathized. Because your girlfriend's gonna run away. Your woman's gonna break up with you. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Every time someone new comes in that has more pure-hearted and they're more pure intentions, they're just better all the way around. Women drift to that. Better looking, more intelligent, he seems to be more nicer, they seem to understand me more. That's what these bitches on TikTok always bitch about. Men are not like this. Yeah, if a man does come in, all men drift towards that. That's why they're called chads. That's what they're called players. They have an aroma that attracts women. It doesn't matter. They don't even have to fucking talk to them. I don't even talk to them. When I had my beanie on and that, you know, they couldn't tell I had a lot of hair in that. Maybe a little bit of my hair down there. When I start having my hair feather out and shit, that's why I wear a beanie. Because I got really thick-ass, nice hair. As soon as the hair comes out, it's all feathered out and that. It always, you know, most likely smells good and shit. Because I always use a lot of coconut stuff and that. Makes it smell better. The aroma hits the air. Of course I'm going to attract all the fucking women. You know, like, I wear my cologne in that because I don't want to smell like shit when I'm working in that. Of course I'm going to attract the women. What the fuck do you mean? Women love hygiene. Women love scents. I learned that from my ex. Like, they love that shit. If you smell good, you can get your dick sucked from just smelling good. I mean, probably not, but, you know. What I'm saying is, okay, cool. So go back to it. So after he leaves, the whole vibe changes completely. And I'm wondering why. Like, why is there so much hatred when that person's there? Like, it feels like, I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's actually pretty fucking nice. But, like, it's not that. It's the fucking attention. He's always the center of attention. And, like, he doesn't want to work on the line with me. And he basically is, just today, he's basically been saying, like, I don't like working with this dude. Even though I don't do nothing. I'm like, well, good. You could just fucking leave. Bye. See you later, Felicia. If you got your emotions up in your fucking ass over a new dude that's literally a dork like you, just because he lifts weights and that, and he wants to look good, he wants to be healthy, yeah, that's what men do. Duh. Like, where the fuck are you going at with this shit, bro? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, you're an idiot. Because I already noticed it. Because after I got mad in that, I was a little frustrated in that. I was actually quite fucking mad. Like you guys literally don't respond to people for shit. And I know I've always had that problem that I'll talk about something that, like, I went up to him that we were talking about the new Doom coming out. I was, yeah, the new Doom's coming out, and then I know he fucking heard me in that, but he, like, kept on fucking ignoring me and shit. Like, he's like, oh, well, I'm working now. Like, you're not working. So I went up to him and asked me, and said, yeah, the new Doom's coming on Tuesday. You ready for that? He's like, yeah, I'm ready for it. Not only he talks to me about video games at first, so I'm trying to know that the levitation is, I want him to fucking come down to me saying, oh, I don't like you. And I said, why don't you like me? And that, you know, it's like your jealousy is what gets the best of you, isn't it? It's like, dude, I already know what it is. It's like, I read your vibe. I read your emotional psyche. It's pretty fucking obvious that you don't like me because I'm better looking than you. I'm more skinnier than you. I got more, you know, riz or something like that, because women always attracted me a lot more than it is. That's literally how it is, bro. You're not Big Kingpin anymore. No, well, why do you want to act like that? Because you can't get attention? Everyone deserves love and attention. This is why society's so broken at. You want to keep it all for yourself. You're a selfish fucking asshole, and you treat your woman like shit. Like the way your vibe in that is all like, and I ignore it, but I know it's there. I'm like, oh man, yeah. Like, no wonder your woman smokes all that fucking weed and that. She's dealing with you. Every time she does something wrong, you have to like crucify her. But like if a man does something wrong, you're all cool with it. And I was like, okay. Now I'm gonna tell that girl that, I'm like, well, maybe you should just tell me to go fuck off. The best thing to do, I'll tell you this from my perspective, women. If you're dating a dude in that you know it's kind of like a dictator. I mean, yes, some men can be, be assholes sometimes when it comes down to certain things. Like, hey, woman, shut the fuck up. You're talking too much in like a serious situation, like against another dude. Like you need to chill out. Let me handle it, because you're just making no sense. You're just yelling and screaming at shit. Just shut the fuck up, You could say it in a nice way, like, hey, just chill out. Let me deal with this. And then you deal with it. And then they keep on yelling and screaming that because they just believe what they think is right, even though it's not, because it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so after he left and that, for like the next 2 hours, that it was like peaceful. It just felt so like the air was clearing up and that the vibe was gone.
Gotcha, beastie. Always a safe fault.
And like she started actually being like happy again, and I noticed that, and I don't want to say nothing about it. I was like, you seem really happy when he's not here. Like you feel more happier. Like it's pretty obviously he has like his mental issues, whatever it is there. It's pretty fucking obvious that something's going on in general.
Go to the pod, buy things. Not that it will matter.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird though, cause like she just seems so pleasant and so happy in that. Like she was actually enjoying working. She was like kind of like doing humming noises and that, and she was just like being happy. Both of the girls that was working with were being just legitimately happy in that. Like she was talking to me more in that, like getting conversations with me in that. She's a very vocal person. That I try to stay away from it, because I already know the turnouts are always the same.
Always a safe fault. Looks good on you.
Stop walking with no fucking heads on this bitch. I like how they still walk towards me with their heads are blown off.
It's the spot.
But yeah, it just get to that point, like, dude, I just want to work in peace. I just want to show my personality off and have people be like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I play video games, I lift weights and shit. There's always one fucking person that's always a fucking big-ass douchebag. It's always one fucking person, the big old douchebag. You gotta sit there and like get all pissy that because another man comes in that has more riz than him, and he gets all like butthurt and shit and becomes a fucking douchebag. Fuck, I barely been at this job for not even a fucking month, and it's already happening again. Already got fucking dudes being big old fucking dickheads and shit.
See that? Always a safe fallback.
But yeah. It just gets so fucking annoying. Like, I just want to work and just be happy and that, bro. But, like, it's not my fault your girl flirted with me, man. Tell her to fucking stop flirting with me. That's your fucking job as a man. Don't fucking get mad at me because your fucking woman's flirting with me. That ain't my fucking fault. What the fuck you getting? Don't do that shit, bro, because then if shit gets too aggressive, then you're gonna get fucking told, and I'm gonna have, since I know, and it's like, man, it's like, I know the fucking DM and that, I'll get your ass fucking fired, bro. Like, you're being super dickheaded. Stop. Like, you're being a negative influence, and yes, it probably would happen because it's a negative influence on the fucking, you know, people and that. That's a big no-no with big business and shit. And you don't deserve to fucking lose your job because you're being a fucking asshole towards a new employee. Like, I worked there for about, before that, I worked there for about 4 or 5 months and that.
There's a cloaked monster nearby.
But,
Sizzling rock creature.
Not terrible, but that's just good enough.
this gun is really fucking good.
DA approved. Getting too good at it. Don't come back.
I mean, it's that. When it gets too frustrating, it's gonna be a talk about it. And I'll go straight to the GM about it and that. And it's like, hey, you know, it's like, you can tell your boys that, like, he's being quite a bit of a fucking douchebag, and I don't fucking like it. I'm not gonna work in a workplace where I have to sit there and walk on fucking nails because you got a jealous, overly emotional fucking man that's sitting there that didn't get enough attention when he was a kid, so now he has to be a big old fucking dick. When literally all I do is work. I don't even talk to anyone there. They all get their little groups together. They all talk. Like, if this man was actually fucking more intelligent, he would sit there and actually, like, just give in to, you know, me wanting a slight bit of attention when I'm talking to another fucking man about video games or something like that. But he thinks I'm trying to flirt with this woman. I know exactly what's going on. I've been down this road many times before. Yeah. I was up front with it. But see, women don't care. Women do not care. If women think they can get with a better fucking dude, they will try to get with a better dude. That's just how it is. I will say that up front, and I will say it a million times. Women will always, if they're just dating and they're just having boyfriends, that they will get new boyfriends. I don't know what it is. They don't like sticking with the same dude and that, but they will. and they're gonna break up. Now, I'm not saying in this like relationship time that it's gonna happen. No, I'm not. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I have a feeling that something's about to happen because it's getting to that point. Because I'm just sitting there like, wow, this shit was good at first, and that I was talking to him and that. Everyone announced who they were and that they're being nice with me and that. And I don't even talk that much, to give you the honest truth. Like, all I talk about is movies and video games and shit. I never get into psychology too much and that. I'll bring up some things and that, but I bring up little snippets. Like, I talked about some things in that. like one of the guys that work in that evidently has like a huge crush on one of that dude's girlfriend or whatever it is, because she was telling me some stuff about what he did, and I'm like, oh, men do stupid shit. That's his. He's got a lot of emotions. That he's a pussy. He acts like a fucking bitch. His mind doesn't know where to go at. That happens a lot with young men, and that, especially you don't have a really strong, good father in that. And it could not be that. Maybe he's just overly emotional in that, because I used to be like that when I was little. When I was his age, actually. And you start developing your manhood throughout time and that. And I always tell everyone, hit the fucking gym. Go in the gym. Be part of a community that. I can tell, like, let's all fucking join the gym and that. Let's all do gym work and shit. I'll teach you guys how to lift weights really well and that. How to build muscle and that. You'll build muscle extremely fucking fast. And that's what I said up front with one of the guys in that. And he's like, oh, the guy, like, he has no muscle development barely at all. Like, he doesn't have any arms or shoulders. That, like, he looks like he never lifted a weight in his whole entire fucking life. And, like, he was talking about it. He's like, oh yeah, it's like I used to lift a lot of weights and that, And then he said I stopped lifting weights for 2 weeks and that, and I lost all my muscle. I'm like, first off, right there, I know that's just a fucking lie, because I could work out. I could stop working out and recover for a whole damn week and get back to the gym, and I won't lose any muscle mass. You don't lose muscle mass because you don't lift weights. It's hard to lose muscle mass. Once you gain muscle, it's really hard to fucking lose it. Once you gain it, it's very difficult. You might lose glycogen storage, but like to build muscle, it's a completely different cycle. Because what I'm learning from bodybuilding now, and I talk about people taking steroids and not taking steroids, I said natural people should only work out 3 to 4 days a week. Why? Because they're not going to recover as much. So when you work out, you do less sets. You're not going to work out to the extremeness of bodybuilding. Because bodybuilders can work out twice a day. And they'll recover because they're all in fucking gear and shit. They're going to recover really fucking fast. But they have to eat literally double the amount of food to be able to maintain muscle growth. I was listening to Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler and that, like one of the like best bodybuilders, especially Ronnie Coleman. Dude ate 600 grams of protein a day because he was basically more on a fixed diet of just protein, a little bit of carbs. He had 600 grams of protein a day and 100 grams of carbs, and of course he had his 100 grams of fat or whatever. Basically, he was on a fucking almost full carnivore diet. He said carbs retains water. Carb makes you look bloated. That's why you only want to eat so many carbs. And then some people say, like Lee Priest, for instance. I know I'm changing the subject of that, but this is a very promising thing. You listen to all these bodybuilders and that, they say, you know what? Going to the gym, even if you're not a bodybuilder and that, going to the gym is a good thing. we sit there lifting weights and that, you're joining the community. Your community gets stronger at that. You get more disciplined at that. The boys become men because we're like, oh man, look how jacked I am and that. And I'm starting to see a lot of guys come in that are younger than that, and they look jacked. They're starting to lift weights more than that. I mean, I see some of them come in there. They talk a lot. They don't lift at all. They talk about lifting, but they don't lift. They sit there, you know. And then if I'm in the middle of them, like I like doing a lot of lat pull downs because I like working on my back a lot. You know, I can finally actually tighten up my fucking lats. My lats are finally actually growing a little bit, and it's fun. I can tighten up my, when you tighten up your chest, and then you do chest pops, your back tightens up too. Ooh. And like, I'm slowly starting to build a muscle and physique. So I check my back out and that I do, I pull my arm down that, I tighten up my lat and that, I tighten up my back and shit, and it looks good. It's looking better. I see all these guys, they always have big arms. I'm just like, you guys know that you guys can work out your chest alone and your back alone. You guys work on all arms, and like that's why you guys walk in the gym. You guys got like small ass chest and small back, and you're walking around with your fucking arms. I said, well, yeah, because I do chest, I drop the weight, I lighten my hands, and I let my chest try to do all the fucking work. I'll go down enough, and I feel that stretch, and I feel my muscles in the middle start to tear, and then I throw it back up. Like I seen this one guy, he's right next to me. And this actually happened the other day before I went to work. He was let's say he was about the same size as me. He was just more lean. And he was sitting there, he grabbed like the 45 or something like that. He's doing chest press. He's trying to do like the really like long chest presses and that, and he's trying to fling it up and that. But he wasn't doing a lot of like reps. He was doing like, his rep range was like 5 to 6 or something like that. Like, okay. But I could see with that amount of weight, you're not using just all chest, bro. You're probably using a lot of arms. Like you're probably gripping it rather hard now. I did 25 pounds, 20 pounds lighter in each arm. And I barely had my hands light, just enough to be able to keep that weight in my hands. So I don't have to like use shit myself and that. I don't want to use nothing but my chest. So I let the weight be light. I cling it back like a wing. You expand the chest upwards, and then you expand until your back clings together. So your back muscles literally fold in, basically almost touch each other. Your shoulder blades do. And that's how your chest gets a full expansion. That's how your chest actually stretches out all the way. You feel that little bit of pain there, and then you just fire it off. Your whole entire chest goes upwards. I do with lighter weight because it's easier to control. And then I get more of a pump, and I tear it more because my muscle fibers are actually being used. Arnold says it best. A lot of people say it best. You put your mind in the muscle, you can actually use that muscle, and nothing else will be used. That's how you perform to get a more healthier, well, I can't say more healthier bodies are all on steroids, but that's how you could be able to get more muscle fibers tearing. You could build more muscle quicker now if you have your mind into it. Like I was doing after I was done with, I think I did my back first. I always do my back first. I get a little bit of burn that. I used to do lightweight stuff, and I try to at least get a little bit of burn in my back like every time I go in. Because back is such a big fucking muscle, and that I tend to do my back probably like 3 or 4 times a week, depending. And then my legs and that. Most times I do my legs maybe like twice a week because I hit my legs really, really, really fucking hard. Like the other day in that, like I was like jiggle walking and shit. That's how I know I did good. But anyway, going back to my work story and that. It's gonna be pretty obviously something is gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen in that. I don't want anything to happen, but my gut feeling is never wrong. I would say, the Holy Spirit. I don't know if the Holy Spirit, gives you the gut feeling that, which I'm thinking that's what it is. It's pretty obvious something's gonna happen. And to be able to defend myself in that, I'm gonna have to, be able to sit there and try to ignore the situation and let it play out. I don't like involving myself in people's personal life in that. I don't mind giving information out because that's what you're supposed to do as a person. You're supposed to help other people out with information. But sometimes people are just so negative and so eerie that they're going to start getting very bad thoughts in their head about someone, and they're going to start wanting to attack that person. Load. Oh man, I got a huge fucking shit about to come. Ooh. That's not good. No, go. Okay, well, I'm about ready to shit myself, so I will be right back. What's today? Today's Saturday. Am I off today? Am I working today? I think I work Sunday and Monday. I'm not too sure. I can't remember now. Unless the one chick doesn't come in, I guess. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I am off today. Because I checked the schedule and that. Okay. I might go up there today and check it again. Probably not gonna come up there for a little bit. Okay, let's get back to the game. Sorry about that. I had to go fucking huge donkey shit.
We five. What have you done? You murderers! You vile creatures!
Nice.
Know yourself. I still smell you close by.
Just what the doctor ordered.
You're driving me ballistic. I wonder, do you actually seek a meaningless death?
Bloody hell! You'd better be dead.
This gun is really
Looks
fucking
good
good
on
though.
you.
Stop wasting my time. Show yourself. You might wonder if you're gone someone might die.
God.
That didn't blow him up? What the fuck? Are you serious?
So,
That's stupid.
was I for a more direct approach? My children, come
You're
out.
gonna get
Don't let somebody's wearing
I'm out.
their big guns today.
Oops.
Or big girl
Yeah, this gun is so overpowered. But yeah, like this shit always happens at work and that, and like I hate that it happens, and I don't fucking like it at all. Like,
I don't know why I gave you money. Spend it, or whatever.
wee bit of ammo.
Keep the Zeds out of that area.
Got ammo here. Dodge, you beastie. Just like the lads in the Falklands. Things visible. My bloody skin! It's the spot.
None of the Zeds made it in. Surprising. Want a cookie?
Back to hell with all of you. really, apart from the monsters.
Think fast. Or as fast as you can, so think slow.
Looks like a toy, kicks like a mule.
They're right behind you. Well, almost. Protect the area, if you can.
Bloody hell! Bloody plastic running too bad. Just what the doctor said.
None of this has made it in. Surprising. Want a cookie?
Did that?
If I thought that was anything but luck, I would be impressed. Area remains secure.
Love a bit of the picture postcard. Snow.
Pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die. Pod shutting down. Any second now. Wave 8.
A scattergun that heals. All I think of next. See that? You're going down. Don't come back! Bloody plastic gun ain't too bad. Yeah! We've got a fresh town! A scattergun that heals. What'll I think of next? Gotcha! Quite pretty, really, apart from the monsters. Did that stick?
Just head to the pod. You got lucky. We'll just sweep that scrick back into the cloning vet. He'll be back soon.
beasties about. Oh. What? Bloody plastic gun ain't too bad. Dead's down. Anyone need meds? Pig! Strike! Dodge your beastie. Watch it! Crisp out! Bloody plastic gun ain't too bad. Demon rock and roll, folks. See,
Sure. Spend it all. Money does you no good in the grave. That's nothing. Walk it off.
Here's some ammo. Why build underground? It's unnatural. It's the spot.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death. Wave 10.
Flesh pain! Empty. Oh. That helps me properly pissed off. What? Oh.
His clones are limited, just like my patience. Do not test me.
Love a bit of the picture postcard. Snow.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die. They're right behind you. Well, almost. Orsine's killing his heads at getting here.
Watch it, there's a cloaked one around. Looks good on you. You'd better be dead. My bloody skin! Just what the doctor ordered, eh? Back to hell with all of you! The better be dead! I'm getting used to this. Did that stick? Don't come back! Get those banks! No man still has it. We got this town! Nice!
Area is acceptably secure by Orzine standards. Not by mine, but we'll call it a win.
Quite pretty, really, apart from the monsters.
You're not even trying. You don't have any grenades.
Testing. 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 Okay, it's back on. My mic's almost dead. Listen to this. Listen to this. My mic was probably turned off for a while, Matt. Listen to this.
Abuse a man because it
indicator that they're not ready to date you seriously. I don't even think they realize they do this. It's a subconscious and very subtle thing. Now, I don't care if he's texting you every single day. I don't care if he's taking you on like your 4th date and everything's going great. I don't care if he surprises you with flowers at your house.
I said from my mic turned off. Why do women care about what other women do? She just states, I don't care. Then why are you talking about it then? Like, I know you're doing a subconscious like thought pattern thing out loud. You're trying to act like you're talking to like one of your friends, like all women are friends. Women fucking hate each other. I promise you, I'll say it like this. This is the funniest thing in the world. If a really attractive man interjects on a group of girlfriends, all those bitches will try to have sex with that man. And they will fucking hate on each other and underdo each other and be jealous of each other. I've seen it happen. They'll sit there like fucking hate on each other and do a competition. They'll literally break up their friendship so they can be the one to get that fucking dick. Yes, it does happen like that. It happens a lot. That's why women get really fucking upset. It's like, oh, girl power. Yeah. When it's like, as soon as a hot dude comes around and you're sitting there, you're gonna want to bone him. You'll throw your bitches underneath the bus just to get that fucking dick. Just to say, I got him. Because you're like, we'll talk about egotistic. Simps are more or less egotistic. That's what people would think. No, simps are hella fucking ego. They're like you would think that simps don't have a lot of ego, and that you think of the players do. Players don't have ego because they get a lot of attention anyway. Attractive looking men always get more attention. Their ego's always being boosted. They don't even have to fucking try. I don't try. Like, I'll smile at a girl and she'll smile at me back with like a flirtatious intention. It may just be a nice gesture, but she's still giving me affection. And I don't even have to speak a fucking word to her. If I smile at someone, they look at me like, oh my god. Now, if I smile at someone, just to say, constantly. Like, I was at work at that, I gave this one young lady, I gave her a freeze. I said, oh, what drink do you have? She's like, oh, I had a freeze in that. So I gave her a freeze in that. I fucked it up because I forgot to add the syrup into it, whatever. That syrup's disgusting and it's fucking full of dyes. It's disgusting for you. And I gave it to her in that. And I came up to her in that, and I said, you know, okay. There we go. I think it's on. Is it on? Good. Yeah, my mic went dead. I keep forgetting to put on the damn charger nut. But anyway, let's listen to this part. This is quite funny.
Going great. I don't care if he surprises you with flowers at your house on a random Tuesday. Like, I swear if he does this thing, it means he's not ready to date seriously. If a guy is talking about his ex, he mentions his ex. He compares something you do to his ex.
Yeah, I don't think guys really do that as much as women. Because literally my whole, not all women don't do this, obviously, but from my own personal experience, my ex-girlfriend talked about her fucking past experience with almost every fucking dude that she was really close to. Constantly brought him up. She brought up her ex-husband so fucking much, and I'm just like, why? And I asked her, like, why are you even with me? Like, you literally talk about you getting fucked by your exes all the damn time. Like, not the one that she just broke up with, but, like, the one that she was married to in that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll talk about my past experience. Like, yeah, I was with quite a few attractive women in that, I guess. You know, we talked a lot in that. I seen them naked in that. We might have, like, you know, I might have made out with them and shit. But, like, what the... Like, I don't care. Like, you can talk about that, but you're constantly bringing it up. Like, if you're not, like, if I'm not in a relationship with you and that, and you want to bring up shit that just to fucking push people away, and that is the best way to push a woman away, and that's talk about other women. Because that could happen with, that sort of scenario happened with a girl that I was working with that I was hanging out with a lot on my last job, and that I was kind of like, I guess I was kind of like mentoring her because she didn't know how to like date. She didn't date guys. She literally just like, oh, I'm hot. You're hot? Okay, let's fuck kind of thing. That's literally how she would explain it to me, and that I got really confused. And that she'd be like, oh, if a guy's cute, and that I would try to like do stuff with them. I'm like, why? Like, do you not know how to date? So we would talk and that, and she would always bring up all the guys that she would have sex with and that, and I would love talking to her about it. As soon as I bring up girls that I did stuff with, oh my god, she completely just went crazy. I remember we were up at McDonald's and that, I was sitting there eating McDonald's and that, and I talked about my ex, talking about the girl I screwed around with. And it's like, oh yeah, like, that one girl and that, Crystal, whatever, and that, I used to screw around with her a lot. I talk about that. We never, like, had sex, but we'll play around that. She gets frustrated with me. She's like, why do you always bring that up? I'm like, because you're talking about it. You literally are just talking. I say, you're talking about you getting banged. Well, yeah, like, that's the problem. I always kept telling her, I'm like, you're not in a relationship with me. You know that, right? Like, we have not announced us dating. We have not announced us being boyfriend, girlfriend. But in her mind, for how she, like, I don't know how she probably thought is that we were in a relationship without being in a relationship. Because she used to get extremely jealous for me flirting around with girls and that, or just being nice and talking to girls and that. And sometimes, yeah, I'd be a little bit more highly flirtatious with single women and that, of course, because I was single. I told her that. I'm like, you're not mine. You're not my woman. Why are you getting so upset? And she would be all like pissy and shit. I'm like, so you fantasize about me being with you, but you're not with me. Just be with me then. Yeah, okay, yeah. Our ages are different. Okay, well, that doesn't explain why you like me, dumbass. Like, like. Not to be mean, that's a stupid ass thing. Like, if I'm sitting there, like, trying to organize a life with someone that I'm hanging out with them enough, and you fall in love with that person, that, I mean, what do you want me to say? I can't, my heart is the one that's deciding to love you because I interact with you a lot. I enjoy being with you. Your heart's doing the same thing, but since you don't know how to project your heart, you personally get confused about it, and you think, well, I can't do it because society demands this, demands that. Okay, well, then fuck off then. Leave me alone. Don't interject your heart towards me in that if you can't understand what it is to love. I'm not going to play that fucking game because that's fucking stupid. Matter of fact, that's just a waste of my fucking damn time, and I don't like wasting time. So, bye. That's literally how the whole entire relationship came up to. Women talk about their exes they fucking that. As soon as a man that they're attracted to starts talking about like their little experience and that, they fucking freak out. So much emotions pour out in that. Like, well, you have to talk about me. Stop talking about you fucking dudes then. I don't give a fuck about your exes. And that's one of the things that I told my ex. I said, I don't care about my past. I don't care about all the girls that I talked to or made out with and grabbed ass and titties with. I care about you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I want our life to be better. But if you can't interject that and you can't sit there and try to like make it happen, then why the fuck? Get the fuck out of my way. Go fuck yourself. Go play around with all these fucking dudes and that. I don't care. Go buy 500 more cats. You're a cat lady already. Like, you're going through all this stuff and that because you want things to happen so fast. And you fantasize about other fucking dudes. Like, that's your problem. You're weak-minded. When you're a weak-minded fucking person, you only project out instincts, emotions without logically thinking, like, maybe I should be doing this, then yeah, you're a weak-minded person. Grow the fuck up. You want to indicate that you're growing up because you live on your own and that. Yeah, I know a lot of people live on their own and that. And they're fucking stupid. They're not grown up. Being a grown-up is not having a specific thing to do. Being a grown-up is doing the things you want to do and keeping your life healthy, keeping your life safe, keeping your life prospering, keeping your life with God. Once you do all these things and that, you become what? You become a full adult. You can't become a full adult when you're like half-cocked, not knowing what the world's like. And you don't want to gain knowledge because you're stupid. Or ignorant. Or whatever the words we have to use to implicate, whatever the fuck it is. So as I was sitting there and I was sitting there, talk that young girl that was getting jealous and that. I kept on telling her, I'm like, you're not with me in that. Like, why are you getting so jealous over other women? Like, we haven't even announced that we're in a relationship. And I tried to announce it multiple times and she backfired on me and I said a bunch of gobbledygookity shit. I said, that's the problem of it is. You can't give in to your heart because you want society. You think that society cares about you more than you care about yourself. I hate to put it to you this way, honey, that society doesn't give a fuck about you because society will never give a fuck about you. You sit there and you do these things and that because you're like, everybody likes me and everybody like, no, actually people don't give a fuck. Like most men that you probably hang around with just want to have sex with you and they're not actually trying to love you. Because the guy that she was fucking with at the time literally would reject her words. Like, would reject, oh, you don't like this, you don't like that. And, like, she would talk to me about that. And I said, why the fuck are you talking to them? Because you want attention. Like, this girl, honestly, I love. She betrayed me, and now I can't even fucking even look at her the same way. Once you lose trust with someone that because you're not being your authentic self, you're not being your actual self, it's hard to come back to it. And she was probably one of the hottest girls I've ever fucking, like, I guess, dated. Because we dated. It was a flat-out date. We didn't announce it, but we were dating. We didn't go farther than that. And like I said, she was probably the hottest fucking girl I've ever fucking actually dated. And she was cool as fuck. She was fucking really nice and that. She was actually quite nice and everything on it, but she lied and didn't have her true heart wasn't into it. And it sucks because it hurt me more
because I gave a lot of effort into it and it just didn't work out. I'm like, okay, well, fuck this shit. I mean, you know, when the effort goes away, same thing with my ex. She was amazing too. I mean, yeah, she wasn't like the hottest girl in retrospect, but you know, with the personality in that, and if she was just more happy in that with her life and that, and been more positive, she would be in the top fucking like 10%, I guess. I don't know how to rate anymore. Like, I thought she was really fucking hot, you know, but then again, all girls almost look identical if they're all skinny and that. Like, they got different boob size and ass size, but like they literally all look the fucking same to me. Face structure is the only thing that might be slightly different. In that, like, there's not much of a difference. Personality is where it's at. That's the only thing that really changes the outcome of a lot of different things. I don't know. I really don't look into it to be anything else. And I never will, because I don't really give a shit about the bullshit. Like, some people get really into that crap and that. I'm just there like, cool. Jeez. But yeah, I need to get some more hydration. I need to eat too. Oh, that shit was fucking huge. Right back. Man, I'm tired. Yeah, I had to go get some food. It's a cheat day. I gotta eat a bunch of crap. Eating cinnamon rolls right now. You know, I don't really want to fucking eat them because I really don't. The game just froze. Phone's getting old. It's freezing up on me. Okay, well, we are going to go on YouTube and that and listen to a whole bunch of stupid ass shit that people have to say about stupid ass shit. It's always fun listening to stupid shit. It's a stupid shit. Okay, let's go back to listening to bullshit that women say on TikTok.
The one thing modern women love more than the smell of their own queefs is deep relationship just for you to unnecessarily save face. There are several legitimate reasons as to why a man might bring up his ex unprompted. And one of the biggest reasons as to why is to either explain something or to open up to you because he's made the worst possible mistake a man could make and he feels like he can trust you. It could also be a vain attempt to try to put you on one of those pedestals that you never shut up about. But meanwhile, you're not only allowed to keep bringing up your exes ad nauseum, you're also allowed to compare that man to your ex, tell stories about your ex and how they traumatized you, and in turn, that allows you to treat that man with less than the respect that he deserves because you keep going after the wrong man. Now, if this is a situationship, then the same rules don't apply. But that's just because he's not going to take you seriously. And you're going to forgive anything that he does if it means you can dilute yourself into thinking you have a shot with him. But hey, I totally get it. If you're not the one that's allowed to set the rules, then the rules just don't count. Am I right?
There's genuinely no reason why a guy should be bringing up his ex to you unless you specifically asked him, hey, can you tell me about your previous relationships? Why would it matter to me that I order sushi all the time and your ex always did that? Like, I did not ask, and that's unnecessary information. It's also unnecessary information to tell me that one of your ex-girlfriends sent you my TikTok. Like, cool, great, congratulations. I didn't ask. It's not like you're telling me information about your ex that would help our relationship progress and be like, listen, this happened with my ex-girlfriend. It really made me realize that this is what I like in relationships, and so I'd like to do that. No. But you're just casually bringing up your ex-girlfriend to me. You're still in love with her. Send her that text. Tell her. I would look out for this because anytime a guy says this, I feel like they are not over their ex.
Woman, you do that all the time.
This in advance. That way you can be like, you know what? You take your time. I'm gonna date other people while you heal. Shout out to those ex-girlfriends because you made this man unable to lose you from his brain. So I just want to say shout out to the ex-girlfriend.
Man, that's just mean. That's mean, man.
Lady, I personally don't think it's fair for you to be giving out life advice when your life is a complete and utter train wreck, and that is the nicest compliment I can give you at the moment. Now, regardless of whether or not this man is still talking to his ex, you're still going to be quote-unquote dating other people, because if it's not the talk of his ex that bothers you, it'll be the way that he chooses food. And if he chooses food perfectly, then you won't like his word choice when it comes to the Barbie movie. And even if he somehow navigates the minefield of impossibility that you set for him, you'll still figure out a way to issue him a red flag and say that he's just not your person. And then you still have the nerve to say that he needs to go heal while you bandage up your mental wounds with boxed wine and reruns of the Kardashian reality show of your choice. Now, don't get me wrong, there are tons of people out there who are hung up on their exes, but to just flat out say that they're still in love with them says a hell of a lot more about you than it does about them. Not like it really matters anyway. Even if you're saying nothing, we all know that you're secretly comparing the talking stick.
Say what? What the fuck is this woman even talking about? Women gossip about their fuck life way more than men fucking do. And when men do, it's because he's a player in that. And he can brag about all the women that he had sex with because you're just one of them. Despite how mad women get over that shit, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you're just number one. I said that to a girl once when she was younger now. There's one that like she said that I went up to a fast food place and I was getting food and that. And she used to work at a gas station that was next to my other job that I used to work at. And I came on and no, she was very attractive, very, very attractive, black hair and that, really nice looking, very, very beautiful woman. And like I was sitting there, like I kind of talked to her a little bit on that, and then she started giving me like these weird vibes and shit. I'm like, okay, so like not weird vibes, but like she was like it was semi flirtatious vibes. So the gas station next door to my old job closed down. They moved down the street, which was like probably like a 15-minute walk down the street for where the old one was at. And then I was still working at my other job. So I was walking up to the fast food place, which is kind of in between both jobs. And I was sitting there like, okay. I was sitting there, I went in there, I went to the kiosk, and I had my earbuds in. I was just listening to music and shit, just jamming and shit. And then she saw me. She was waiting for her food. And then she saw me in that, and she was just like, she came up to me and she asked me if I was stalking her. And I didn't hear her up front. I heard her the second time. And I was just like, huh? I was like, I didn't hear you. And she's like, oh. She's like, she was like, oh, I was asking you if you were stalking me. I said, huh? I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, no. It's like, I'm just in here getting food. She was like, oh. And then I was just like, oh. I was like, it's like, oh, it was just a joke anyway. I'm like, no, it wasn't a joke. You're trying to flirt with me, but okay. That's cool. I don't mind that shit at all because you can't say nothing about it. So I'm like, okay. And I said something in the lines of, yeah, you're just another, like, I said something like, yeah, there's a lot of girls that, like, looking at me, like, flirt with me and that. It's like, you're just one of them. And she got fucking mad at me and that. She started getting emotionally, like, upset with me and shit. I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't care. You had all your emotions put up into this shit. I'm just sitting there like, okay. Like, cool. Oh, I gotta kill me now. Damn, I can't get a fucking head off. But no, I was just sitting there like, okay, that's cool. I don't know what to say because you're trying to flirt with me and that, and I'm fucking a lot older than you, and you're fucking barely like 18 years old, so I'm not gonna try to like pick you up and shit because I don't like doing that. Because I never like doing that stuff. Like younger women are always gonna try to hit on older dudes, and then older women get pissed off at that. I'm like, don't get mad at me, bitch. Like, get mad at your damn self. Like you're just trying to do this and do that other shit. You're trying to manipulate that. Like, yeah, I'm sure I'm trying to manipulate 100%. Yep, that's what it is. 100% manipulation. Yep, that's what the whole point of this is trying to manipulate. It's what we do as men. We manipulate all women when it's not even our skill set to do. It's a woman's skill set to do. Women are the manipulators. Always been the manipulators. Fuck them up, guys. Yeah. I don't wanna do. Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Yeah. I'm done. Damn. They went up by 3 attack. Real shit. 3-3. Cool. Go. But yeah, that shit gets really fucking crazy. Keep throwing them out. Fuck them up. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Mm, 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 mm. Duh, duh, duh. Ah, they got me. That's okay. This little game is so much fun. But yeah, it was just kind of funny though that, and like she got mad at me and that because I was talking about some like girl and that I called her a whore and that she's like, you can't call women whores. I'm like, what if she's actually is a whore and that? It's me to call women that. Why do you even care when I talk to other women? Like that's what blew my mind. That like I know you're young and that I get it. You know, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. You know, awesome. Eh, 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 eh. Eh, eh, eh. Oh shit. No. Oh, you got me again. Like, I don't understand it because I can't say I fucking give a fuck, honestly. And it's like it's like, what do I do as an older man? Like, if I get younger women fucking hitting on me, and that's like, what the fuck would I even do? Like, I can't do nothing because then they'll be saying that you're like, call you all kinds of fucking names and shit because, women are attracted to you. It's like, what the fuck do you even say? Like, can you even say anything? Can you even do anything? You just sit there and you have to just like, okay. Well, shit happens, Like, fuck them up, guys. Yeah. Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Yeah. Fuck them up. Bitch. Bitch. Ah! Cool. I don't wanna. Okay, pretty good. But yeah, it's like I wouldn't even know what to actually like think about with that shit. Cause like it gets to that point where it's just so annoying that, and like I'm just like, yeah, fuck that shit. Bitch. 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 Yeah, make him might up dying again. Go out there, beat his ass. I don't wanna. A lot of fucking music. I'll let the food digest for a little bit. I gotta smash a whole bunch more of cinnamon fucking shit. But yeah, I'm gonna get off on that. I'll see you guys when I do get back on. I gotta charge my fucking headset up. You guys have a good one on that, and yeah, stay true to yourself in that, and pray for, get rid of your bad emotions and that negativity, and that makes life a little bit better for you. You guys have a good one.